Message to artbyjosie@gmail.com from Bob Steve 10765@edress.net. Hello there. My name is Porter Gardner from Orlando, Florida. I actually observed my wife has been storming your website works on my laptop, and I guess she like your piece of work. I'm also impressed and amazed to have seen your various works too. You are undoubtedly doing a great job. I would like to perkahasi this pieces as a surprise for my wife on our anniversary. My budget is between $500 and $10,000. Please let me know if you accept a check as payment. Now, if you haven't already guessed, this is in fact a scam. I have received some variation of the storming your works email almost weekly for 7 years. Naturally, scammers are everywhere. They target the elderly, they target the sick, and they target the creatives. We're a gullible bunch. I see a lot of questionable offers come through email and DMs, and I thought I would cover a few that target artists and creatives in particular. Welcome to the Josie Show, where it's artist to artist chat about the business of art. I believe that artists should get paid, and I also believe we're in a beautiful moment in history when artists can get paid. If you want to know the basics, I just wrote an epic free report called The Ultimate Guide to Selling Your Art Online. It's really good. You can get it for free at josielewis.com/ultimate. So, scams. There are 4 main scams that I want to cover. One are the email that I mentioned before, or DM solicitations to purchase. The con seems to be asking the artist to overcharge them a few $100 to be wired to their art installer or mover or what have you. Then they overpay your invoice with fraudulent credentials, which plays out a few weeks later. Then you'll be left without the money for your art, without the cash you forwarded to them, and without the art because you shipped it. Bummer. Often, if you get an email that feels weird, it probably is. If the email is loaded with typos and odd syntax, it's likely a scam. If the budget is a very broad span, then it's likely a scam. If they want you to wire them $500 for a mover, don't do it. It's a scam. Naturally, there are real people who are interested in your art, and they also will send emails and DMs. And if you are in doubt, asking some clarifying questions will help matters. I don't conduct business in the DMs. I always ask people to follow up with an email. A serious inquiry will absolutely follow through. Then I ask questions. What art in particular are they interested in? How do they propose paying for the art? Where should I ship it? A real person will show real knowledge of your work, ask normal questions, and not suggest anything weird about the payment. Second scam. Every day, multiple times a day, I get an email that says my Facebook or Instagram accounts have violated the terms of service, and they are scheduled for deletion unless I immediately click this button and enter all my credentials and save my account. This doesn't happen just to creatives, but the bigger your social media accounts are, the more likely you will get these messages. They're all scams. Never, never, never click a button because you will get hacked, and that sucks. Oh, by the way, have you turned on 2-factor authentication yet? You should. You can also get one of those cool third-party authenticator software apps because you want all the security layers you can get, because getting hacked is no fun. Emails warning that your Facebook account or bank account or any other personal account is due to be deleted for violating policy is a scam. Third scam. I get emails all day long with the following content. It'll start with an email from a super goofy but almost official sounding address like boardpanda.offers.4372c@gmail.com. Dear friend, we are collecting traffic for our site. We will advertise on your site with 1 ad in a day that you can post on your page. We will pay you $7,000 per ad payment, which will be made in advance. We work with Nike, Prada, and Coca-Cola. If you're interested, please response me as soon as possible. Thank you, Morgan. Here's what they'll do if you response them. They'll get your page information, hack in, and hold it hostage. Warning signs, weird spelling, odd syntax, goofy email address that almost sounds official, unbelievable offer, name dropping. Don't do it. The fourth scam that targets artists is a little bit more sophisticated. It's galleries that charge exorbitant fees to be exhibited. These are called vanity galleries. They are often real spaces in the world that look just like a normal gallery, and sometimes they're online. These organizations make their money from artists, not from art sales from which they derive from a commission. They often have a very complex list of fees that you must pay to be displayed. Sometimes these galleries are frame shops that insist that you use their very expensive framing services to be displayed in their gallery. Often vanity galleries will send phishing emails, very similar to that first email that I read, but they will be more well-written and more convincing. The links in the email will lead to a professional website featuring a physical gallery. This is different than a co-op, where a number of artists will get together to pay a monthly fee to cover the overhead of a gallery space. This is also different than a fee to enter an open call exhibition from an established gallery that conducts a juried group show. And it is different than an art fair, where an organizing body will charge a booth fee to take part in their event, but they won't take a commission from the art sold. There are tons of gray areas, but most will fall apart with a few questions back. Don't fall prey to the vanity galleries. Hopefully this helps and you won't be tempted to get sucked into one of these shenanigans. Tell me about any scams you've come across. Have you fallen for any? What happened? Tell me about it in the comments.